So today I am going to give you guys 5 advanced Google Business Profile tips when it comes to ranking your Google Business Profile higher on Google. This is going to apply to you guys, especially if you are just starting out. Now, a few things about this video, because it's going to be going into my local SEO playlist. This is going to be more advanced tips. So if you want more beginner tips, I highly recommend watching the videos before and then coming back to this video. So let's get started. Also, very quickly, if you want to further advance your SEO knowledge, maybe you're just starting out or potentially you have got a more established business, I am running a SEO conference in Manchester on the 27th of June 2025, and as you can see, it's in Manchester. You've got the likes of Craig Campbell talking about website flipping. You've got Lara Acosta talking about generating leads for your actual SEO agency via LinkedIn. You've got James Dooley talking about lead generation. You've got Carrie Rose talking about digital PR. And you've got many, many other speakers as well. So if you haven't already, go and grab your tickets to the conference. So strategy number 1, and I see a lot of websites not actually implementing this into their SEO strategy, and that is structured data or schema markup. Now, if you have absolutely no schema markup, the easiest way that you can implement schema is doing a search called local schema markup generator. There will be a lot of different tools that will be showing you this. So you can use Technical SEO. CaliCube's another good one as well. Shout out to Jason Barnard for that. As you can see, you can select which type of company you are. I'm going to use Technical SEO. So you've got local business down here. You've got organization as well. Either or is fine. I'm going to go with organization. And then you can basically select what type of organization you are. If you are doing this on a local landing page and you have got various different areas, I would recommend doing local business schema on the local landing pages and organization schema on your homepage. That's just what's been working very well for us. So if you've got multiple Google business profiles, maybe you're a franchise, local business schema on the /New York / Brooklyn / just the area, and then organization on the actual homepage. But if you're just a one-stop shop, you've only got like one Google business profile, just use the local business. You can also select what type of company you are. So if, say, for example, you're a dentist. Now, in some cases, this section doesn't cover every single type of company. So you can just select local business as well if you're something very niche, for example. But let's say we're a dentist. We're going to select dentist. There are specific types as well. So, for example, if we click on emergency services, I believe, so that you've got like fire station, hospital, police station. We'll just keep it really simple. We'll select dentist. We will do the actual business name, so we'll do Kasra Dentists. Yeah, we'll keep it something like that. You've got the image URL, so you can just head over to your website and grab that. What I will do is I'll just go to my own website, and I will just copy the image address. And if we go back here, we'll just paste that in. Why is that not pasting into? What we might need to do is just copy this. And there we go. You can keep the ID URL empty. Website URL, you fill that out. Then you've got your telephone number, so we'll do whatever. Price range, we can do $52, whatever. You've got your address. So as we can see here, all I've done is I've just very quickly copied all of this, or actually, sorry, filled out this entire sheet. And as we can see, we've got the actual script here on the actual right hand side of the section. Now, what we want to do is just copy all of this into our website. There's different ways that you can actually do this. You can use certain plugins like custom header and footer, WordPress. You can just download the actual plugin, how to create custom header and footer in WordPress. So just read this guide and you can just paste it into the actual header. I won't get into this because this is meant to be more of an advanced video. So that's how you do custom schema. This is a really good starting point. You can definitely get way better schema than this, but if you just don't have any schema at all, this is one thing that I recommend doing. Tip number 2 is local link building. Now, there's 2 ways that you can actually do this. You can use just using search parameters. Like, for example, if we just do Manchester directories, you'll be greeted by a load of different directories that you can get your business actually listed on. You can even go like as niche as saying like the certain type of directory. So like Manchester dentist directories. Now, in some cases, there's not that many, especially if you're in like a really very niche industry. But in this case, we do actually have a lot. So you can swap this out for anywhere. So like New York dentist directories, and you've got a list of them here. Another way that you can get directories for fairly cheap as well is using a tool called Localo. And as you can see here, if we just click on any of these Google business profiles, if we click on citations, it will actually tell us which citations we actually need. So we've got an active set of 12 directories, but we need 32 other directories. So you've got like freeindex.co.uk, Manchester Evening News, Foursquare, stuff like that. So you can very easily just click on any one of these and get your actual business listed on the directory. Now, one thing to remember as well, if you're going to go down this path, is anything that you enter into your schema markup, it has to be the exact same when it comes to your actual business name listed on your directories and stuff like that. So, for example, if on your schema markup you have said that your business name is Kasra Dentist Limited or Ltd, all of your directories should be the same. So try and connect the dots as much as you possibly can, and then you are able to rank very, very high, or you won't need as many directories as you think. And not only that, is if you start to use the exact same business name, the exact same telephone number, like some people when they're doing their schema, they might use their mobile number, but on their actual directories they might use their business telephone number. Just try to keep everything as aligned as possible. Don't let Google take any second guesses when it comes to your business directories. So tip number 3 is image geotagging, and not many people know that they can actually do this, but one thing that you're actually able to do is geotag your images. This is really important, especially if you are trying to rank in multiple different areas. Try to geotag your images for that specific region. So if I'm trying to rank in like Manchester on one GMB and maybe Newcastle or New York on another GMB, I'm trying to make certain that I'm geotagging all of my images. Now, you can just use any of these tools and it'll do a very similar process where it allows you to like drop a pin and it will say like, yep, this image was taken on 12 Manchester Road, for example. So if you're uploading images to your own website or even to your Google business profile, this is a really good strategy on actually geotagging and making certain that your images are being taken in the exact location as where you say they are being taken. Another tip as well, or another bonus tip for this section, if you're doing posts, you can obviously upload images to your posts, geotag those images as much as you can, and again, that's going to help the images rank in the Google Images section as well. So if, say for example, you are a kitchen remodeling specialist, Manchester, right? Some people, they don't even look at the actual SERP here. they will actually look at Google images and they'll make a decision based off of the actual images that are ranking. So this is a really good way of, if you're doing posts on your Google business profile, or if you're doing blogs on your blog section of your site, geo-tagging those images helps them rank higher in the images section, which ultimately just means you get more leads anyway. It might not be directly for your Google business profile, but some people might click on this and they're like, oh, I really like this kitchen. They'll click through and they'll request a free quote via your website. So just try and think as more of a holistic SEO approach as opposed to just only focusing on your Google business profile. So tip number 4, and this is really important, especially when it comes to trying to rank like any Google business profile, is making certain that you are having a positive engagement on your Google business profile. Now, this is something that's pretty hard to do to begin with, but if you're setting up the foundations from the word go, this can definitely help. And what I mean by that is if we just click through to this section of the Google business profile, if we are making certain that we consistently have blog or updates, if we're making certain that we're consistently uploading photos to our photo section, or even videos in some cases, right, there's more time being spent on this Google business profile. Because if you think of it, right, a new kitchen might be, I don't know, £8,000, £10,000, it might be a little bit more. But if we're able to keep people on this Google business profile for as long as possible, that just shows to Google that it's a positive signal. And again, if you're not being consistent when it comes to like the blogs or the updates or the posts or whatever you want to call this section, I call it posts, people will just not leave, or people won't spend as much time on the Google business profile. I know some people say that the posts don't make an impact, but if you're able to just upload once, even if it's once a week or once a month or maybe twice a month, right, every other week, you're at least being able to actually keep this section up to date. And if somebody is somewhat relevant, or if they're somewhat interested in your business, they might take a look at your posts and they might say, oh, I actually really like this bathroom or this kitchen that they've installed. I'm going to inquire with them. So just bear that in mind. I know that some people say don't even focus on the posts. I'm a believer that you should just do everything. If there's one thing that resonates, is just being holistic with your actual SEO approach. As you can see here, this is like a nice before and after from this actual company. Well, it let me click through to, why is it not letting me? Okay, there's a scroll. So there's a before and after, as you can see. These guys do a relatively good job when it comes to like before and afters and stuff. So again, like if you think of it, it might not have a direct SEO impact, but it will definitely have a conversion rate impact. Like there's no point having 6 million hits through to your website, but your website or your Google business profile is not even going after conversion rates. So if you think of it, if somebody's visiting your Google business profile and a competitor's business profile, and your competitor has loads of before and afters on their posts and you don't, then that potential customer is probably going to lean more towards these guys, for example, because they do have nice before and afters. Like, to be honest, like they've done a relatively good job, especially if somebody doesn't know about their brand. So just make certain that you are actually doing this on your Google business profile. It doesn't need to be every day, but even if it's like once a week or twice a month or something. And tip number 5 is the FAQ section on a Google business profile. Now, FAQs and also replying to reviews, 2 really important things I'm going to kind of combine into one. But if somebody's leaving you a review, let's see if these guys are actually doing it. Yes. So these guys, they're actually doing like a really good job, right? So this is what I would recommend. So they've left a 5-star review saying like, hey, they've done a really good job. They've included images, right? And the person that's replied to this review, which is probably like even more important than just the review itself, is read or listen to this. So thank you for choosing Renovatic for your kitchen design and installation, Mary, right? Now, the good thing about this is they've actually included the keyword in the actual reply of the review. Let's see if they're doing that consistently. Thank you for choosing Renovatic for your kitchen remodeling project. Yep. So they've got the keyword in. So whenever somebody leaves you a review, always remember to reply to that review with the keyword, which is just super important. It just helps Google understand that you are an actual company that does kitchen remodeling. Now let's take a look and see if they have got any FAQs. I don't think they do, but again, we'll try and find a company that is actually got a load of FAQ reviews. So this company here actually does have 9 FAQs, and they actually have replied. So how do I contact them? And they have they actually got somebody replying to it? I don't think they do. Yes, we do provide. So they've not actually replied to that, but that's one thing that I would actually recommend doing. So if somebody asks a question on here, I would recommend actually replying to that. So is this an NHS dentist? That's one question. Is first private consultation for full dentures free? Do you have another place near Seedley? How much does fillings cost? So £159 for a filling. Can I book a NHS appointment for my 9-year-old here? His dad went private here. Does this practice provide missing teeth solutions? Not being cheeky, can I get implants on the NHS? Do they do emergencies? Not with them. Do you open on Saturday and what time? So these guys, they've got a lot of questions being asked, but they've not replied to all of them. So if you do have questions, you can definitely actually reply to them. And another thing that people sometimes do as well when it comes to this is they will actually ask questions with an employee account. I'm not saying that you should do that, but if it improves your rankings, it's something to definitely take consideration of as well. So that has been my 5 SEO tips for ranking higher in Google Business Profiles. If you have enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like. And if you want to grow your Google Business Profile presence, or if you've got any questions or you want to hire me, head over to kajradash.com, fill in the contact form. And if you want to further your SEO knowledge, head over to themasterminders.com. 27th of June in Manchester. Grab your tickets while you can. Thanks for watching.